What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and this video I'm gonna talk about how to fix Windows 11 keeps randomly freezing and how we can fix this app. So let me really get into this step. So the first one is all about, we just need to go over here, search for the run command like this, or you can use the shortcut. So let me go for the run command and go over here, and right now over here in the run command we need to type over here like this. What we need to type is we need to type msconfig over here. We need to type msconfig, then you go for .exe, or you can just go for msconfig, go for S, so that just go for the services. And right now we have many applications over here, just go for disable or go for hide all Microsoft services, go for apply and go for OK. They're gonna ask you restart. You don't have to do a restart, just exit the restart and you have to move to the next step. Next step is all about what we need to do. We just need to go over here, search for the settings over here, click for the settings, and right now from here go to the Windows update and make sure the Windows is up to date. If you're having any kind of pending updates and all those things, just make sure one thing that you have to update it. Up to date is very important, or else you'll be having these kind of lagging issue or all those things. So make sure it is up to date. And now we need to close this and move to the next step. Next step is all about, just go over here, search for app or remove programs, both are fine, or you can directly go over here to the apps and navigate to the installer apps. And right now we can see there are plenty of apps right now. So some of them is these particular apps that are causing the issue for these kind of issues, such as Windows getting completely freezing up. So because some apps are not being used widely, so they end up in having this kind of issue. For example, many Microsoft apps are there which are not even using, for example, Microsoft Weather, but we now are using in a while. So what we need to just remove all the unwanted apps from here. Make sure you have to do a complete uninstall of it, and once after the complete uninstalling is done, you're fine with it and you don't have to do anything, and you have to move to the next step. Next step is all about, we just need to go over here, go to the local disk C and directly navigate to the C, and over here right click on this one, go for show more options and go to the properties. Now go for the tools, and we have one thing called error checking, and this option will check the drive or file of system error. Just go for the check. And right now what it's going to do, it's going to do a quick scan on your local disk C. The thing is, if the C is corrupted, or if the C is having any kind of issue, for example, what you have to see, if it's having any kind of thing like any kind of malware or viruses, I'm not saying that, but even if any kind of anything is there, this even causes the issue up. And if the C is having the trouble, then definitely we'll be having the trouble with freezing and all those kind of issue for your Windows. So it is quite important that we need to make sure we have to do this scanning, which is going to take a little bit of time. So as you can see, the device was successfully scanned and there is no errors were found. So you're fine with that. We can move to the next step. So we're just doing a scan on the C files, and you have to move to the next one. That is all about, just go over here, search for the CMD, and you have to click on run as administrator and go for yes. Right now we need to type SFC, and you have to put a space / then you have to type scan now, which is going to take a little bit of time. So what it's going to do is it is going to do a complete scanning on a device, or you can type SFC and you have to put a space, go for / then you have to type scan now and you have to press enter, which is going to do a complete scanning, and that's going to fix a lot of trouble, and all those kind of issues will be fixed by this. So you can try this out. Once it is done, you're fine with it, and most probably we can just close this and move to the next one, that is search for the control panel over here. You can directly go for the control panel, and right now if you find anything over here for the what I have to say, like if you go for the labs options, and if you find anything like power options or anything like here, we need to go to the power over here, go to the power options, and right now make sure that you have set this to high performance, which is an important one. So if it's not the high performance, try setting this to high performance, and you're fine with it. Just go over here, search for disk cleanup over here. That's also an important one. Just go for here, set the lock data. So in my case, I'm recommending you can try with C and go for OK, which is going to check this. And right now you can see you have to select every single things over here. If you do this particular cleanup system file right now, you're going to save 3.37 GB, which is a huge amount, which is going to very progressively going to increase your Windows performance, and it's going to increase the speed. So just go for the cleanup system file, which is going to take a little bit of time. So it is going to take a little bit of time, and once afterwards you can just go for OK, and once it's successfully done, you have to move to the next step. Next step is all about, we just need to go over here, search for over here you have to search for the defrag over here, the defragment and optimize drivers options. And now from it, you have to select C, because the C is what it's always have the issue, which is the reason why we are having the freezing and all those things. So select the C and go for optimize it. So you have to select the C, and it's going to do a little bit of optimizing, and it's going to take a little bit of time. So what happens is it is going to cross-check every single files, and it is going to optimize it so that the performance will be drastically improved. So you'll not be having any kind of issue the rest on when you're trying to use your Windows 11. You'll not be having any kind of this issue. And I hope these steps can be used, and I hope this video is helpful. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon for more notification. That's it. Bye bye.